All right, guys. So, some of you, a few valuable resources that I pulled from the conference was the Adobe for Education. During our breakout sessions, we had the opportunity to explore the exhibit booths from the different companies that are partnered with Certiport, and of course, I drifted out to the Adobe Education resource material, and they actually have a website where they cater to higher education and K-12. They had this Make the Leap, and I think Adobe are is doing a great job as far as education goes. And what I saw was valuable. They do have ways that we can incorporate creative literacy. They have sample lesson plans, stuff that you know, things that we were doing on our own as a collective, as a district. Adobe has stepped up and for educators to be more proactive when it comes to how to teach Adobe and how we can reach all educators across the board, whether you're new to Adobe or whether you're familiar with the programs already. I think they have started to incorporate more things for educators. So let's take a look at a few things that I pulled from the actual conference. So this website here I'm going to share with you guys as well, so you can go venture off and download the PDFs, but I already downloaded a few of them. Alright, so general education for high school. Alright, they have standards online, also with lesson plans using Adobe Creative Cloud. So they have this thing where they try to incorporate creative literacy from different subjects like English, math, and science, and social studies, and how to incorporate that with the actual program and how students can create while learning creative literacy. I think that's pretty cool. So, for example, they have this thing where it's taking the STEM. They have the product that the student might learn, and they have lesson plans. All right, these are real lesson plans that you can click on and look at, and you can sample these, and they're highly detailed project tutorials, planning script, storyboards, product production roles, student work samples, and they have some from each program basically. All right, Photoshop. All right, same thing. All right, so just so you can see what it looks like, I'm gonna go here. All right, so for that sum, that geometric transformation. All right, they have learning objectives, different standards, preparation, do nows, explores, demonstrate. All right, planning, creating. They have extra documents that you can have and download, and this take you through the whole thing where they're learning literacy while they're creating. All right, I think this is a great opportunity for us to take what Adobe has prepared for educators, implement it to what we already are doing. All right, and I think having students learn the software this way and make it easy for you as a teacher to learn how to teach a software or learn how to prepare a lesson plan where you're prepared for software. All right, software for lesson plan for a math class is going to look way different for a lesson plan for a computer-based class where students are constantly use software. So I think this is great. They have great practices, reflect, share, and extend, which is something that I really like. Reflecting. I think for the Adobe program, Adobe software, we create all the time, and how to tie in our literacy with our software is something that I know for me as a teacher, that's something that I continue wanting to learn more about, so students can have a little bit of both areas where they are creating and being creative and they're learning software, but tying in that creative literacy, digital literacy that they need to go above and beyond once they graduate from each course or each pathway, and eventually out of high school into a higher education program where they might be learning a little bit more, or expected to be have more digital literacy than what they had in high school. So I think this is a great opportunity. Check it out. I have the links here. I also have the PDF that you want to go through. I think it pretty much aligns with what we're doing right now in our pathway. Also introduces some of the new programs like Rush, Adobe XD. All right. So this is some of the stuff that Adobe's trying to do as far as education, and I want you to check it out. All right. All right. All right. Next step is something that I really am passionate about. I think for our students, I think this is where we as a district have to really focus on, and that's the hiring process when it comes to these certifications. We get the student certified. I think we have a pretty good certification rate, but it's now what's the next step that a senior has three or four certifications, is a specialist in these programs. What is the next step for this student? All right. So I think Adobe is giving us more information when it comes to community and those creative and soft skills that students would need entering the workforce. All right. So sorry about that. All right. So in this PowerPoint, it basically gives you can go back and watch the video. They have a live session, but basically they pulls data from what employers are looking for when it comes to creativity and critical skills from students. All right. And this is more aimed for higher education, but I think it's great to implement within our class because we are CTE. All right. So let me go to a statistic. All right. So they focus on 5 creative and soft skill sets. All right. Communication, creativity, collaboration, creative problem solving, and critical thinking. All right. So when we do our day-to-day lesson planning, all right, when it comes to the software, we need to keep these 5 creative and soft skills in mind always. All right. How can we build our lesson plans for communication within our class? Creativity, that's something that I think everybody does well within the class in the district, how to get kids creative, more creative projects. Collaboration, how can I collab? How can I collab with another student, another peer of mine, and we're working on a project together? How can I use that as a collaboration within my classroom? All right. Creative problem solving. All right. So are you assigning students work or assignment or project based assignments that actually fits with creative problem solving? All right. They have to solve a problem, or are you giving them more of a step by step? This is how you do it. All right. So critical thinking. All right. Are your students um, really thinking about what they are doing? All right. What are they designing? If they're designing into something, or if they're trying to learn the software. All right. These are all form of skills that the industry is looking for now. All right. Once they leave high school and they have that creative mindset and they have that Adobe background, this is something that they need to have along with creativity. All right. So we need to fill in the gaps. And this is how we can fill in the gaps when it comes to that within our classroom. All right. Let's see. All right. So look at the percentage. Okay. All right. So communication at 71%, creativity at 50%, collaboration 41%, creative problem solving 15%, and critical thinking 4%. All right. So this is what jobs are looking for. All right, within within the field of creativity or the creative industry, I would so to speak, or any industry, I would say. But these are the 5 points that we as educators need to focus on in the future. All right, and number one has been, with our virtual learning that we've been going through now with our students. Number one is communication. Okay, communication is number one on that list. All right, then it's creativity. Okay, all right. So this is a great document. I will let you review it. I'm not going to go through the whole thing myself, but it is something for you to go in as a resource and to keep in mind um, while you preparing for next year. Okay. All right. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it. Everything that I have, I will share with you that I thought that was great from the actual conference this year. And let me see, make sure that it's more else. Let me see. Also, I have this. One second. All right, so I pulled this PowerPoint. This is one of the sessions that I attended, and it talked about stimulated workplace. Okay, and basically talk about shifting your classrooms to be more like a company environment, okay, or like a business type. This is something I did try this year. Um, well, I've been trying to try, but I was looking for some type of formula where it will definitely work, and I think I got that this year with this actual stimulated workplace session. All right, and it gives like different protocols that you will carry out to have that stimulated workspace, to have your classroom set up as a business, because we are CTE, we are teaching students how to be career oriented. Okay, so I think going through these protocols, I think I got what I was looking for as an educator, but I think you will benefit from this as well. I think everyone will. Just setting up your class as a business and reading different protocols on how to do that and changing the dynamic of your students and everything. Okay, so this is a great resource. I have this in the folder so you can see it as well. But it was a great session that I learned from. That was something I was looking for. Okay, other than that, guys, thank you, and hope this helps.